It always seems like some of the most dangerous places to be in the most dangerous times to be in those places is when the citizens are voluntarily giving up their rights. And we seem to be doing that today. It seems strange to look around and see a majority of Americans desiring to surrender their rights and able to be safe and happy and free, that they should be enslaved, that they should get rid of their rights. And a lot of this is fear of the world. I've done many videos on don't be afraid of the world, trust in God and trust in God only. But that's not what this is about. What this is about is this idea of Americans wanting to surrender their freedoms for the sake of safety, freedom, and happiness. It's a confusing issue, and I think that's why a lot of people are so eager to do it. So what I'm talking about is there's a new poll regarding gun laws, and apparently, according to the poll, majority of Americans are anxious to get rid of their rights. 77% support some sort of 30-day wait period. 77%. And now again, this is a poll, so obviously it didn't ask every American, so it's a sampling of Americans. But typically, you know, you're not going to be way off. 81% increase the age to 21. 80% want red flag laws. Now, this one is the one that I think is the most dangerous, because really the question was more around, should police be allowed to take people's guns that are a danger to themselves or others without due process? And the answer is 80% yes. Yes, they should be able to do that. Now, this becomes very dangerous because that means a sheriff could do it, a police officer, a judge, you know, and anytime an ex is upset with you and they have a friend who's a cop, I mean, this is not okay. And anytime I talk about red flag laws on this channel, I kind of want to remind you that the U.S. used a form of red flag laws to disarm the American Indians. And I also want to remind you that Nazi Germany used red flag laws to disarm the Jews, because both those groups were dangerous, so they had to disarm them for the safety of the general public. And we saw how all that played out. So, you know, I believe red flag laws are the single most dangerous thing to the Second Amendment right now. But here you go. And 61% want some sort of ban on semi-automatic weapons. That's a majority. So, you know, again, I started this with, it's amazing how when people are afraid, they're so eager to give up their rights, you know, and I'll give an example. When the Jews were afraid, when the Israelites were afraid to go into the promised land, they said, oh, well, let's go back to slavery, because at least we were fed there and it's safe there. You know, we weren't getting killed. We didn't have to go to war there. We didn't have to fight for anything there. We just simply did our jobs and kept our mouths shut and got our food and our shelter and woke up the next day and repeated the same thing. You know, that's where we're at in America. That's what Americans want. They're too afraid to go after the things of God. And as a result, they're just giving up their rights. Here, sell us, put us back in slavery. That's what we want. That'll make us feel safe and cozy. Any thoughts or insight, definitely put that below. If you like this video, click like and subscribe. If you feel called to support this channel, the Patreon link is also below. But the most important part of this channel, we take prayer requests. So please don't ever hesitate to send that in. Thank you for watching this episode of God, Family, and Guns. And as always, love God, love your family, and love guns.